impact in the family. Today, we still speak of the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. What? They made impact. After your departure as a man, will your family still remember you? Will your family still remember you for your impact? Impact is not just something that you wait to happen. You wait for to happen. It's something you deliberately do. Impact is making positive change in the life of men, positive influence in the life of men for them to be better, especially your children. If you complain about the state of your life and you give birth to children in that state, and your children also complain about that thing, you are a mere father, not an impactful father. What will make a man be an impactful father is that the seed that came out from his loins now become better than him. Not giving birth to seed, and your seed are now worse. They are living in hell more than you. Like some fathers who enjoy all the wealth they have at the detriment of their children. Yes, I was heard of a man who had so much money, but doesn't give his children. He was so stingy to his children that when he was about to die, the children were looking at him. As soon as he died, they were burying the poor his money. They gave him everything, he should carry it along. There's another man I saw recently, but in South Africa, he loved his bed so much. So the elder said to say, if he died, they should not put him inside coffee. They should put him inside the beds, dress him out, let him hold the steering, that they should bury him with the beds. Holding the steering. Beds that is still being driven. He said he loved it. Let me tell you something now. Don't just exist as a man. Be impactful as a man. If your children does not feel your impact as a man, you are a mere father. Someone say I will not be a mere father. Someone say I will not be a mere father. The Bible says in Romans 8 verse 19, the earnest expectation of the Creator are waiting. Your children are waiting. Your children are waiting. Don't let them be wasting. They are waiting. Don't let them what? Be wasting. We look at the Bible today, we can see there are people who get fathers. Now look at that. An impactful father are men who are relevant before God and relevant before their family. They are relevant to God and relevant to what? Their family. Their family. God recognizes them. Now when I say relevant to God, there are people that are not even in God that you serve. Their fathers that are relevant to their traditions are relevant to their family. Are you understand now? That's why they are not Christians, but their families felt their impact because they took responsibility. Responsibility is not all spirituality. Hello? When your children need food, you don't need that say, amen, cuckoo, rice appear. If you have the anointing here, come and impart me. If you have the anointing, come and impart my needs. When your children need school book, you say, hey, cuckoo, not appear, and not appear. Because you are very spiritual father. You understand now? So, responsibility is something that you must understand that is different from spirituality. Though responsibility is part of spirituality. So we see, most traditionalists are more impactful in the life of their children than some Christian men. So it's not just about the God you serve, but really to be an impactful father is a father that is relevant to his God and relevant to his family. His family. We're going to look at some example of impactful fathers. From the Bible, number one is Abraham, the father of Isaac. Genesis chapter 2 verse 23. The Bible said Genesis 2:23, God called Abraham his friend. To the extent it was so impactful that God called him friend. Their fathers and God is not aware of them. God does not know them. God entered a covenant with him. And the Bible began to speak concerning him of his family. Genesis 18 verse 9. He said Abraham will command command his house. When a father has no control, influence over his house, he has lost his manhood. When a father has no control and influence over his house, he has lost what? He has lost his manhood. Hear you can have money as a father and you have lost your manhood. You understand that? Your manhood is exercising dominion over your family. Being in charge, being in covering, not just existing. Because that's what an animal does not have. That's what an animal does not have. Abraham, the Bible says we command his house. What are you commanding your house for? We have Christians who say they are Christians that will bring their children to church and not come to church. Before you say your children are bad character, you are the first bad character. Yes. The society depends on the family. You know what I said? That most challenges that go is from where? And then manage from couples. Family! If you want a good society, it must start from the parents who are building up the family. Who are building up what? Who are building up the family? The father. Fathers are feathers. Fathers are future. And I can tell you, fathers are the first helpers of their children. First what? First what? First what? Abraham, God speaking of him, he said he will command his house. Oh God, he will command his house. He's in charge. When it comes to the things of God, he's in charge. Our fathers were idol worshippers. When my father just said he became an idol worshipper because of affliction and all that, we want to serve his idol. Guess what he does? We want to serve his idol. He will do something. Look at this now. He will carry the one that's not to me. My elder man is always around because he's walking to the shrine. And we'll be talking to the shrine. We are the one to me and one that own chicken. The other one own whatever is owing. But guess what? It doesn't call our name first. The person name we call, even though absent, is our elder brother. That's why you see, Mama was talking about a few days ago. He said there are people now that their parents is worshiping idol on their behalf. Their parents are worshiping idol on their behalf. That the idol is not your father, it's your own. But he's worshiping it on your behalf. That's why some people, you need to know what is happening around your father, even though they are not around you. They call your name. They your name. That's every firstborn name. I pray for you. Whatever negativity your father has done to your life because of an idol, you are disconnected. Can you stand up as I pray? If you are a first child and the firstborn of your father, any altar they have connected with you, there's an altar that is not God. Today I disconnect you. I disconnect you. I disconnect you. I disconnect you. Shall I disconnect myself? Sit down. Number one. Number two is Job. The second class of father, impactful father, is Job. Job. Someone say Job. Someone say Job. Someone say Job. Someone say Job. Job 1 verse 8. We began to discover God began to talk about Job. And you ask the father, can God talk about you and boast about you? Can your wife boast about you? Or you say, woman, hit her hand on the chest and say, my husband cannot cheat. I know some people say, she just covering for the man. There are men like that can't cheat. Even if they came and they fool everything, they cannot. Not just because of them loving their wife alone. It is not in their system. Like, there are things that are not in your system. Hello? Is it in your system to back? When you start backing, who? Is it in the system of human being? It's not the system of human being to back. Is it in your system for you to use your head to walk, even though that's not spirituality? People can use that in the name of the spirit, but you cannot use your head to walk because it's not, you are not wired that way. Just like a woman, hello, cannot withstand it. So a man, though there are men will bend it down, but a woman cannot withstand it because it's not in their view of they don't build them that God did not structure them that way. Just like it's not in the system of a man to breastfeed a child, even though he loves the child, he cannot really breast. Have you seen my life? Even though they are saying they are transgender. Are you getting now? God did not create man that way. So it's not in the DNA of men. So men will cheat. God began to pause for Job. And discover Job was a man blameless. God speaking of him, he was a man upright. He was a man feared of God. Feared God. He was a man that feared God. He was a man that showed evil. That was so relevant to God. For every father here and every young man that's a plan to get married or waiting to get married, may you become an relevant to God. I prophesy under this destiny every man here, may you become relevant to God. Whether your husband is here or not, may your husband become relevant to God. May your husband become relevant to God. Shut your head like a toilet. Relevant. Job was relevant to God, and Job was relevant to his family. He was a covering.